Hello, learning community. Let's talk about preparing and giving an effective oral presentation. Planning and practice are the foundations to a successful oral presentation. As you can see, there are numerous elements to cover, such as presenter organization, presenter attire, and becoming a topic expert. But the mastery of all of these aspects of an oral presentation still depend on sufficient planning and practice. Prepare your PowerPoint slides and then practice what you want to say. Practice time needs to include the use of any props that you plan to use during the presentation, such as a laser pointer. And for team presentations, if you and your partner are tag teaming or alternating slides, these transitions need to be practiced as well. And when creating your slides, write short phrases, vocabulary words, or display graphs, charts, tables, or photographs, and then fill in with your commentary. Make edits as needed and then time yourself multiple times to be certain that you will remain within the presentation time constraint. You've practiced enough when a quick glance at each slide prompts you to know what you want to say without needing to refer to notes. And if working with a partner, your transitions are seamless. Consider this slide sequence when organizing your presentation. Slide 1 is the title slide and contains your presentation title, your name, and those of co-presenters. Slide 2 is a brief topic introduction. Provide a bit of background, and you may want to answer the question, why is this topic important? Slide 3 to however many slides are needed are the main topic presentation. Following these slides are the summary or conclusion slide, and then your references. Become an expert on your topic. There will be a lot more information about your topic than you will have time to share, and that's okay. The more you know about the topic, the easier it will be to organize your thoughts and determine what is most important to convey to the audience. But be careful not to overload the slides with information. You risk overwhelming your audience. If presenting a detailed graph or flowchart, use animation functions to add layers to the image and provide explanations with each new addition. The final slide may appear overwhelming, but because the audience received the information a little at a time, they shouldn't feel overwhelmed. Additionally, you may want to provide a handout with your slides. The handout permits the viewer to write supporting comments without having to copy the slide contents first in order for their supporting comments to make any sense. And give credit where credit is due by citing references, quotes, or paraphrases. For a short presentation, it is often best to acknowledge the contribution on the slide where it is mentioned. For example, you can say, according to Hartford et al., or additionally, Dr. Linda Garrow stated. Also, put the actual citation at the base of the slide. This pairs the citation with the contribution. For short or long presentations, place a slide at the end listing all your references. For your presentation, dress in business casual attire and only dress hats, though preferably none at all. You can project self-confidence with good posture, clear enunciation, and by projecting your voice so everyone will hear you. Practice will help you learn to calm your hands and avoid using and A silent pause is best. You may want to move around a bit, but be certain not to block the audience's view of the presentation screen. And speak from your head rather than reading notes. Reading notes is inefficient and prevents you from connecting with the audience. Make eye contact with the audience or the bridge of their noses if you are not comfortable looking at a person's eyes. Pan the room looking left, right, front and back, and avoid staring at your slides unless actively explaining an item on them, such as a graph. Just glance at them periodically to be certain that you have covered all that you wanted to say. And if you will use a laser pointer, steady your hand. Excessive scribbling and loop-de-loop can be distracting. If more than pointing is needed to show the audience where to look, just draw a line or a circle once and then freeze the pointer on one spot. Also, know your audience. You want to use language appropriate for your audience. Using field or industry-specific terms is great if the audience will know what the words mean or they'll understand your explanation of the definition. Otherwise, find a simplified way to explain the topic so that they will all understand. For our learning community, what you understand, your peers should be able to understand. Importantly, be aware that it is disrespectful to your audience to ignore the time restrictions set for your presentation. Set a timer and practice your presentation exactly as you plan to give it. And lastly, remember, if you're having fun, your audience will likely have fun too.